தோழர் கலாநிதி இந்திக கருணாதிலக் அவர்களுக்கு நன்றியினை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டோம். அடுத்ததாக உரையாற்றுவதற்காக ஒன்றிணைவோம் கூட்டமைப்பினை பிரதிநிதித்துவப்படுத்தி சட்டத்தரணி சுவஸ்திகா அருளிங்கம் அவர்களை அன்போடு நாங்கள் மேடைக்கு அழைக்கின்றோம்.
युनाइटेड संविधानीय नियोजनीय कर्मीन एकसठ कामकरू सम्मेलन सभापति स्वस्तिका अरुलिंगम सहोदरियटाई ने गौरवनीय अर्यम 14 වෙනි ලංකා බැංකුවේ 14 වෙනි නියෝජිත සම්මේලනය ආමන්ත්‍රණය කිරීම සඳහා
President, General Secretary, members of the Executive Committee, and comrades, distinguished guests and friends of the Bank Employees Union, international delegation, union representation, and guests. Thank you so much for having me to speak at the 14th National Delegate Conference of the Bank Employees Union, and congratulations on this very important occasion. It's very important today because we are having this delegate conference at a time when Sri Lanka is in a state of crisis. When we speak of banks, banks are spoken of as the engine of a country's economy. But historically, not only in Sri Lanka, but worldwide, we have seen banks have also become problem in a state of crisis, where bank directors have stood with the status quo and countries and the capitalist economy, and have caused massive crisis which has caused suffering to people. So it is in this context that we have bank employees and bank employees union which are always stuck in this middle of power. They're always caught in this middle of a power dispute, where on the one side they are struggling against status quo in a country, but on the other hand they're also constantly struggling within their institutions to ensure accountability and proper policies and transparency which favors the working class. I think the Sri Lanka Bank Employees Union and the comrades inside the Sri Lanka Bank Employees Union, if you see, particularly if I look at the struggles in the last 2-3 years, they have stood by not only the interests of their own employees, but they have stood by the interest of workers across Sri Lanka. When we came forward and fought against the injustice meted to workers in terms of domestic debt restructuring, when we came forward and fought against the labor law reforms which are being proposed by the government, when people of this country came forward and fought against oppressive legislation like the Anti-Terror Act, members of the Bank Employees Union, workers of the Bank Employees Union stood strongly with the struggle and showed their support and solidarity and stood with the workers at points even at detriment to themselves. So I want to thank the employees of Bank Employees Union for being with us in the struggle. And moving forward, I want to say a few things. In that, Sri Lanka is in a state of crisis, but when we speak to international agencies, when we speak to states, international states and the international community, people are very conveniently putting the entire blame of the crisis on the Sri Lankan people. They say our government is corrupt, your politicians are corrupt, you elected these politicians to power, so you're to blame. But in return, we as workers, we as unions and we as workers have been saying, yes, our politicians are corrupt. Yes, they took really bad decisions and brought our country to this state of crisis. But who is the IMF negotiating with? Who are international agencies like the World Bank, the IMF, the international creditors, the bilateral, the states which entered into bilateral agreements? Who are they negotiating with? They are negotiating with the same people who brought this country to a state of crisis. So while we blame our politicians and while we look at ourselves, critically look at ourselves and what we have done to this in terms of bringing these people to power, we also have to look at what international agencies and international economic structures have done to not only countries like Sri Lanka, but to third world states. What international economic and financial structures have done to countries such as ours, and look at that critically and fight. But this is not only a local struggle. This is also an international struggle against structures and systems which are putting countries like Sri Lanka into unbearable debt crisis, where the burden of this debt crisis is solely borne by the working people, when international agencies like the IMF come and pretend as if they are giving us solutions, but when we look at the solution, the burden of this crisis is solely borne on the working people, like what we are seeing in Sri Lanka today. So let us fight against local corruption, let us fight against the local elite power structures, but let us not also forget the larger picture, that this is not only a local struggle, this is an international struggle where structures and systems, international structures and systems together are oppressing working people across the world. And in order to come out of this oppression, we need to form international solidarity and ties like what we have seen today. So congratulations for the Ceylon Bank Employees Union for having this successful delegate conference, and we hope through the international solidarity we have seen through our comrades in India, in Malaysia, in Nepal, in Singapore, in various other countries, we would be able to build an international solidarity against oppressive financial and social structures and against wars which are being waged against people, for instance, the Palestinian people. Thank you. Victory to the struggle. Aragalaita Jayaveva, Poratathuku Vetri. Nandri.